What's up guys, Cactus here, and welcome to an ace with every operator in Rainbow Six Siege. Oh boy, you do not know how long I've been waiting to say these words. This video originally started out as an idea back in Operation Nerf Bastion, and I put it into effect around the time of Operation Shifting Tides, but really kicked into high gear around Shadow Legacy, and it took about a whole year to get an ace with every operator. A lot of these, for me, defense was probably the easiest, and offense was a little bit tricky because, I feel like submachine guns are more versatile than assault rifles, yet assault rifles are more powerful, but it's just the versatility of most SMGs in this game that really give it that advantage. But anyways, this will follow the same format as Merc Music's Quad Feed with Every Gun series. I'll leave a link to the playlist for his series in the description below. I absolutely love it. It's basically the inspiration behind this video. So I hit an ace with every operator in this game, the only exception being Montagne. For Montagne, it was a bit tricky, Montagne's like a double-edged sword, and Montagne's mainly a support operator, so I'll be using Tasman's Montagne Ace, and I'll leave a link to his channel in the description below as well. And I'm actually going to be using my buddy Damon for his Echo Ace. He actually gave me a clean Echo Ace because the one I have is basically from an old video where I put my face cam in a very huge position. Same with my Nomad Ace, however, I don't have another Nomad Ace available. So yeah, this is an ace with every operator up to Operation Crystal Guard, last one being Osa. So if you're watching this past Crystal Guard, say next season, I will actually leave an unlisted video with the ace I hit with Thorn, and if I'm ever interested in this game in the near future, I'll leave unlisted videos for the aces with the new operators. So without further ado, let's get started with these aces. We're starting off with Recruit on offense. This one was hit during North Star. This one was actually hit on my alt account. I got a 30-minute team kill penalty for blowing up someone with Thunderbird C4. Thus, I got this beauty. I got the Doctor who's trying to spawn peek, run up to Tachanka, lay waste, and I get this really nasty 3K right here. I mean, I was flipping out. This was fun. Like, being able to hit that ace, like, probably one of my most favorite aces, and maybe my quickest ace. And then we got a defense recruit here. This one was actually hit during Operation Neon Dawn, where a lot of these were hit. Neon Dawn and Shadow Legacy were basically my breakout seasons for getting aces. Although, personally, I was just kind of having fun on this game. I mean, I'm playing fucking recruit. This of course was hit on casual. Playing very aggressively on Oregon. I definitely could be playing other fucking modes, but I'm just playing casual here. Get that guy right there, and I'm just kind of playing downstairs. Find a guy in here. A little bit blind eye towards him. Get him through the wall. No, I don't. Chuck the C4, blow his ass up, and then I run up to Jackal and I just lay waste with the P9. P9's a really good fucking pistol. Also, for this next clip right here, Bozon gave me the okay to use his Recruit Ace from his Buff Recruit video, and I personally like this one here, hit on Old Skyscraper. I felt like, this one's kind of a throwback ace. I definitely miss Recruit Attack Shotgun. This one was hit, I'm believing, in Operation White Noise. This one was one of my most recent aces. Yeah, really scuffy frame rate right there. This one was a sledge ace I got with the shotgun. I definitely wanted to get it with the L85, but I'd always get my kill stolen or I'd be team killed. And in the event of this, I actually got the ace, and I was fucking excited because I have been scammed of the ace so many times. Getting it with the shotgun was pretty satisfying. I love the Mossberg. Although I feel like it needs to be nerfed because it's too powerful. I mean, that could be said about certain guns. Speaking of really good guns, we got the Stature Ace here on an unranked match. I definitely love the AR-33. It's one of my favorite guns. I always rock the 1.5 on it, and ever since Operation Crimson Heist, I have just been playing a fuck ton of Flores. I love Flores. He's definitely one of my favorite characters. This next one right here is a Smoke Ace. This one was hit during Operation Neon Dawn on the map Favela, or as we like to say, Shitty Favela. I mean, this was probably one of those aces where I'm like, oh, I got it, that's cool, and it's on one of my least favorite maps. And I don't even know how I managed to shoot Ash through the duffel bag, but I did it. And I got the downed Hibana too. And this mute ace right here was hit on my alt account. I think I was banned for 30 minutes. A lot of these are like 30-minute bans for my alt account. This one was actually hit during the start of Operation Crimson Heist. I was talking with Will and Kyle in this clip. But yeah, after this clip right here, we'll get to the FBI, and I'll kind of explain some of the aces coming up. But this one right here was hit in a casual match, and it is one of my most what the fuck aces, because the thing with mute, you know, I forgot to trim this clip in the editing process, but I'll explain some things with mute. So every time I tried to record an ace with mute on my Xbox DVR or on Elgato or OBS, the clip would always corrupt. Like the files would just be out of place, the audio would be scuffed, or it wouldn't even get anything. I mean, my first ace I got with him was hit on the map Border, but it was Border before it got reworked. And coincidentally, I got this one here just by recording on OBS, and it was much better. I mean, personally, I would have loved to hit it on my main because I got Black Ice for pretty much all of his guns except the Mossberg. And it was just pretty nice to hit this ace. You know, it was like, okay, I got it. This is the 4th time. Just let me have the fucking clip. And I got the fucking clip. It was fucking awesome. Speaking of awesome, this one here is a Ash ace that I hit in Operation Void Edge. I think we were 1 month into quarantine, and I was just fucking balling on Rainbow Six Siege. I mean, I'd play this game daily. You know, of course, we'd have to play, like, other games, too. I mean, I played a lot of GTA, I played a lot of Call of Duty. I grind the fuck out of Modern Warfare during quarantine. But, you know, of course, I played Siege. I mean, I love this one here because the other one I have was just a huge what the fuck ace. But I didn't want to show it, so I'm just going to show this one because it's absolutely glorious. And speaking of glorious aces, we're going to be going to the Thermite Ace here. This one was hit during Operation North Star, and personally, it's definitely one of my most favorites. I just smack smoke on his fucking iPhone 10. I hear a noise coming from here. I'm correct, it's Capcan. Capcan tries to fire at me, doesn't make it. And then I see gunshots. I get hit by those gunshots. I miss a few bullets. Mozzie kills somebody. Someone's camping in there. Oh, it's Warden. Do I shoot him in his mustache, his glasses? What do I do? I'm currently at an impasse because I'm getting shot from the other side and Warden's just trapped in there. Mozzie's coming down trying to kill, but Frost is also inside and everyone's down. I'm the only one left. I get Warden right there. Mozzie tries to flank and Mozzie runs away. I run away. I back out. And I'm kind of in a tough gunfight here, you know? But yeah, I'm just going to talk about, like, how I feel about Siege right now. I think Siege is kind of in a very bad situation with its player base. They're buffing guns, but then nerfing the recoil. And, you know, it's been shown that taking away sights doesn't do much. Look at the R4C. Look at Jaeger's gun. I mean, people were abusing the fuck out of those. And the extra pixels don't really give you much help for some of those guns. But you know what? It's fine. I mean, some guns can, like, be nerfed, but others, you know, I feel like making it impossible to use is just kind of barbaric. But you know what? I got the ace with Thermite right here. And we're going to go away from bad guns and talk about probably one of the funniest aces I ever got. This one was hit during the end of Operation Neon Dawn when I was working on my Castle video. I honestly love playing Castle. I mean, Castle is definitely a local. He's from Sherman Oaks, California. I'm also from the San Fernando Valley. And, you know, I actually live near Sherman Oaks. Fun fact, a baseball player is actually from Sherman Oaks. Giancarlo Stanton of the New York Yankees. Fun fact. But yeah, this one was hit towards the end of Neon Dawn, and it's definitely one of my most funniest aces ever. As you can see, I get those guys in there, and a little surprise is left for me by the bomb with the diffuser. It's a Claymore I forget to shoot. 18 kills, and I still lost. I'm a more Rainbow Six Siege thing than that. Sure, it was a casual match, but you know what? It's okay. I mean, I got the ace. That's all that matters. And speaking of aces, we're going to go on to one of my mains, Pulse. This one was actually hit during Neon Dawn as well. I was just casually playing with Troy. Troy was, I think he was Doc this game, or he was Valkyrie. He definitely plays a lot of Valkyrie. But as you can see in this ace, I get headshots in every kill. I'm just kind of like, okay, where do I go? Where's the last guy? I check outside, and wouldn't you guess it, right there, get the kill. And this one right here, I'm actually going to put a little asterisk on, because this one was hits on my alt account, but it was in, well, it was a newcomer. I mean, I felt kind of bad, but at the same time, I was playing like shit. Literally my first game on, and I just turned into an absolute shitter. I actually did end up teaching these kids how to play Siege, how to do like bandit tricks and all that. And I kind of felt, you know, happy at the end because they're pretty young, and I taught them how to play. Yeah, a shitter like me teaching them how to play. Yeah, but I really like this kill at the end. Oh, man, look at Old Chalet. So I'm just checking cams. I see fuses down there. I break down this barricade, and I perform one of the most nastiest things ever. I actually cut it here, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I kind of need to look back at most of these clips, but yeah, as you can see, I'm camping for quite some time. Just waiting. And then I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'll do something about it. I jump out. The run out time was 2 seconds, and I knife him in the back, and it was pretty fucking hilarious. They sent me messages saying, oh, why are you doing this? Stop cheating. And I'm like, I can teach you how to play. And they're like, oh, okay. And I taught them how to play. This one right here is the only Pulse Ace that I have on PS4, and it's my only PS4 clip. And I'm only going to say this once. PlayStation 4 players suck. I'm not even trying to be a scumbag. I'm literally voicing my honest opinion. I have a much harder time getting kills on Xbox, and PlayStation just makes everything easy. Michael and Darkwolf play on PlayStation, and I feel like they just kind of like get these easy kills. I mean, I was playing with Michael and Darkwolf when that happened. But now we're going to be moving on to Twitch. This Twitch ace I hit was during Operation Shadow Legacy. Or, no, it was during the start of Operation Neon Dawn, and I get this really cool 1v5 with the F2. It was at the time when I managed to control the recoil, and honestly, the recoil doesn't fuck this gun up. It's still a really good gun. I definitely love that it's one of the most versatile guns ever. I feel like it was secretly buffed when they introduced the new sights. The 1.5 scope is definitely one of my most favorite. Alongside the 2x, but I think a 2x wouldn't be good on this gun. 1.5 is alright, and I mean, come on, you know. This gun, it's nuts. And when they did that whole compensator muzzle brake thing, like, muzzle brake got nerfed, compensator got buffed, you know, I'm just waiting for Castle to come out, and I completely iced both of them. It was pretty fun, but now we're moving on to the Montagne Ace. This one's not mine. This one was hit by Tasman. And judging by the recoil patterns, I can only assume this one was hit during Operation Velvet Shell or Operation Health. So, yeah. You know, the possibility of a Montagne Ace isn't slim, but it's definitely not huge. Like, I feel getting an ace with Montagne... What the fuck? Getting an ace with Montagne is kind of hard, considering that Montagne is the extreme definition of a support operator. I mean, he's got a shield, he's got a pistol. What else does he have? Hard breach charges and fucking smoke grenades. So you're kind of not like a one-man army. You're basically a human shield. Well, you're literally a shield. But you're basically tasked with blocking the enemies from killing anyone, and honestly, that's fine. But now we're moving on to Doc. This one was hit during Neon Dawn. A lot of these are going to be hit during Neon Dawn and Shadow Legacy. Those were, like I said, my breakout years for Siege. This one in particular is one of my most favorite because it was after I got Black Ice for the MP5, and I just fucking went off on these people. And it's going to be used in my up-and-coming doc video, titled There Are Two Types of Doc Mains. But yeah, it was a pretty nice ace. And now we're moving on to Doc's counterpart in the GIGN, Rook. And personally, I do not like this ace. It's just something that it's really hard to wrap my head around. I mean, I used to main Rook. Rook is definitely one of my most favorite operators to play. But something about this ace just doesn't really settle with me. I mean, it could be due to the fact that this was hit during Shadow Legacy, and, you know, this whole match, I just felt like it was gifted to me. Like, I was handed a Mickey Mouse ace on a silver platter. Like, there was no challenge, there was a downed enemy right there, and Buck was just running in balls deep. Now, I needed to wait for Ash, and I felt like, oh god, this guy might have the R4C, and I'm fucked. But Ash was just camping in a corner, got stuck in there, and I got the ace. I felt like that one wasn't a good ace. It could have been better, but you know what? I got the ace. I said fuck it. And speaking of aces, this one is one of my most recent aces. This is the Glass Ace. I actually hit it this season. I literally did not know what the fuck to do for this one. I mean, teammates got in my way. A lot of weird fucking shit happened. I mean, just look at this one right here. I'm stunned. And, you know, fucking Tachanka and Ella are in the other room. Smoke's camping. So I get Tachanka right there. And I almost kill Buck. Buck almost died. But then I go here and I toss the nade. And boom. Got Smoke with the nade. And we all rush back in. And I'm just waiting for Virgil to come in. And I almost take off Troy's head. If Troy was still in front of there, I would have gotten a collat with his head included and the Virgil. Speaking of most recent aces, this one was also hit. Actually, when I got my Xbox Series S, this was the first ace I got. It was with Fuse before they nerfed the AK-12 last season. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad I got it before the gun was nerfed. But this one was actually pretty fun. I mean, I was playing with Damon. We were just chilling, you know, casual Sunday night before work. And we were just going at it, having fun. And now we go over here, kind of hold an angle. Damon gets interrogated. And I'm just waiting for Kavira to come up. Kavira's just like, I'm going to get you. But no, I lay waste. And get the ace. I made a rhyme. Pretty funny. But now we're going to be moving on to the defenders for the Spetsnaz, starting with Kapkan. And this Kapkan ace was actually hit during Operation Neon Dawn. This one was hit in March. I think the timing of this one was actually pretty good because, you know, Kapkan's definitely one of my most favorite operators. I say that a lot for most characters, but Kapkan, to me, is just a really fun operator. He's got a nice kit. He's got 2 lethal gadgets. His main gadget is basically an entry denial thing, and then he's got impacts, a C4, and he's got one of the best SMGs. It may be a pea shooter, but the rate of fire and the fact that it's a fucking laser, come on. He also has the best pistol in the game. Like, if you don't have the PMM, what the fuck you doing with your life? So 1 health and a dream right here. I'm just waiting for Gridlock to come out so I can just get a taste of that fucking cheeseburger ass. And I'm just hiding behind the thing of cocaine. Thomas gets down. Thomas is paying. Luckily I use Thomas as bait all the time. And, you know, I'm just waiting for that sound. Gridlock comes in. Hear the cheeseburgers in her backpack. And now we're moving on to Tachanka. And this one's going to give you a little nostalgia. Because if you saw, I was using the mountain turret. Yeah, this one was hit during Operation Void Edge. This one's actually hit towards the end of Void Edge, so yeah, I was actually having pretty much fun with this one. I got so fucking excited because I hit an ace with Tachanka, which is kind of an achievement, even though I didn't use the turret. I have another one where I just use mainly the turret, but I don't have it, and at the time, I thought getting an ace with new Tachanka was impossible, but I ended up getting this beauty on the end of, or actually no, I got this during Crimson Heist. You know, we were just casually playing. It was when the Rainbow's Magic event was out. I was running over to Alec to give me some stimmies, and he got me with all of them. And I just kind of go back up. Noticed a downed enemy right there, take him out. And I'm just waiting for all the other enemies to come. Surveying the room. And I end up going back up. Thomas finds both of them up there. So I just slowly approach. And I end up getting the ace here, get Callie, and I flick on Lion. It was pretty fucking nasty. And now we're moving on to the final ace with Tachanka. This one was hit during the Rainbow's Magic event. I mean, it was just a complete eyesore. I felt like this event was a huge what the fuck event. Alec actually got an ace on this event too, but he got it with Capcan. However, his shit didn't record, but that's alright because I was there. I got to see it. Good job, Alec. And I'm just trying to get this guy over here. And I'm waiting for Tachanka, or not Tachanka, Montagne to put down his shield. And I get Montagne right there. And that'll complete it with the Spetsnaz. Now we're moving on to the GSG9, starting with Blitz. This one was actually my most intense ace to get, because I was just excited when I got this one. This one was hit during Operation Shadow Legacy. I almost said Crimson Heist, but this one was hit during Shadow Legacy, and it was honestly one of my most favorite aces to get. I mean, I got this late at night. I was fucking freaking the hell out when I got it. And I ended up waking up my dad, and my dad was pissed. But you know what? It was worth it, because this ace was fucking impossible. And I mean impossible. Like, if there was a way to describe the word impossible, this would be it. So, as I'm casually just waiting for Pulse right there, I noticed Capcan Trap, and I decide to push him. So, I run up to him, blind him, and he's not blinded, but I end up killing him right there. It was pretty satisfying. Speaking of satisfying, this one was actually hit in a ranked match. We were down 3-1, and the enemy team banned both Alibi and Yana, but me and Damon said, fuck it, we're just going to go in balls deep. And I end up getting this really nice ace with Yana, or not Yana, IQ. I mean, it's kind of hard because like both of them have like bob cuts and shit, but whatever. So now we're just going in. I end up getting the Valk right by Harry Potter, and we're just chilling casually, waiting for the enemies to come through. Yang fucks up with the Candela. I think that was Damon playing Yang, or Damon was either playing Jackal, but see right here, we're just knifing a barricade, baiting out the Kaid, waiting for Kaid to just fucking chuck a C4 and kill Nock. We break the barricade, and Nock escapes, but Kaid's dead, and now I'm just waiting for Castle and Mute. I think, yeah, Mute was trying to shoot at me. Mute fucks up a C4. Twitch and I run back. Now we're just waiting for all the enemies to come out, and Mute's trying his hardest to kill me, but I end up bodying Mute, and I'm just waiting for Castle. Get the reload right there, and Castle's camping in that corner, and I end up getting him. You don't bring a shotgun to an LMG fight. And now we're moving on to Jaeger. This one was hit before Jaeger got that hefty gun nerf where he lost some bullets and the recoil just got fucking messed up. I was just spawn peeking on Theme Park, casually chilling. This was around the time when they brought back the Blood Orchid camos. Coincidentally, this season where he got nerfed. IQ runs up to me, and I get the last guy over here. And it was a pretty fun ace. Speaking of fun aces, we're going to go to this Bandit Ace right here. This one was actually hit on my old Xbox One, where I recorded the video at 1080p, and it came out super well. I just felt like it was a pretty nice ace. I'm just waiting for the enemies to come out. I think Yang and Amara were the last ones, and I'm just waiting for the last one to come out. I get Yang in that corner, and it was a pretty nice ace to get. You know, but, you know, we can go for better aces here. Now, we're starting to get into the DLC operators. We got Buck. Buck was the first DLC operator to come out. Same with Frost. They both came out in Operation Black Ice, which is also the gun skin I'm using, and it's one of the best gun skins in the game. Definitely the best Black Ice in the game is on his gun, and the worst is on the 417. even though I'm more of a 417 fan than I am any other gun, but you know what? Who cares? We got the ace there, and now we're moving on to my most recent ace. This one right here was hit in the same match when I got the Capcan ace. And as you can see right here, I'm just baiting the Flores. Get both Ash, Flores, and Monty right there. I end up going down, but I get revived later, and I get Ace, who downed me originally. And the funniest fucking thing happens right here. I get a kill with the Frost Mat, and I was losing my shit. Speaking of losing my shit, this was the last ace I hit in Neon Dawn. This is the ace with Blackbeard. This was before Blackbeard got the nerf to his shield and gun. And honestly, I feel like the shield and gun nerf was the most necessary thing in the game. Because I used to fucking hate dying to this guy. Now when I die to this guy, I'm like, whatever. But honestly, the way I got this one was just kind of fucking hilarious. You know, I'm constantly looking at shit, looking at where the enemies are. I find Doc in a corner, and I just tell Doc to eat fucking 50 caliber, and I get fucking Kavira right there, and I was like, oh my god, I hit the ace, I'm so fucking good. But no, this one was kind of fucking stupid. And speaking of stupid, this Valkyrie ace right here, Kyle thought I was hacking. He legit thought I was hacking. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah, this one right here I hit during Operation Neon Dawn, like most of these aces shown, and god damn, dude, that's a fucking cool camo combo. You know, you get the Chroma Streaks attachment skin with the Geode camo. It looks fucking beautiful. But yeah, now I'm just waiting for the enemies. Go behind Maverick right there, knife him in the ass, and I'm just baiting out enemies. But yeah, this one was pretty fun. Got the IQ, who was just camping right there, blow up a barricade, tried to get Fuse, didn't get Fuse. And, wait, Fuse doesn't have flash grenades. That was a Recruit! Yeah, Recruit tried flashing me, and I just said, fuck you to Recruit. And now I'm waiting for the last guy. We're all running out, trying to find him. And we don't know where Zero is. We're just constantly camping. Zero's on the roof, and now I'm looking for Zero on the roof. Oh, I keep thinking he's down there, but I think Kyle inevitably runs out, tries to bait himself. And I find Zero, and I see his bean, shoot him right in the bean, and he's toast. And now we're moving on to my main. Yes, I'm a Capital main, and this one just shows pure Sigma male energy. I mean, I personally love this ace because I hit it with the LMG, which is one of my most favorite guns. And, you know, there's... not mute, yeah, mute right there, and then I knifed Tachanka in the face. I have more, but I didn't want to use them for time constraints. And now we're moving on to a pretty interesting ace. I actually got this one during Steel Wave, around the time when hitboxes were completely broken. I mean, it's a fucking Rainbow Six game, of course hitboxes are going to be broken. But hit detection was at its worst towards the beginning of Steel Wave, and it was just kind of unplayable. I mean, the only thing really playable were Ace and Melusi. This is when Melusi had the T5, and when Ace came out and was literally broken. But we're not here to talk about operators. We're here to talk about this ace. I end up downing the Hibana right there and get another interrogation. I got it with Iron Sight Suppressor on one of the worst guns in the game. Although my philosophy is it's not the gun that sucks, it's the player. I guess you could say I suck. But speaking of suck, the frame rate on this Hibana clip was terrible because I'm recording on OBS for some of these, and this is around the time when I was recording for Thunderbird clips, so I hit this one during Operation North Star. As you can see, I get Aruni right there, and, you know, this is when the Bearing 9 got buffed, and I was fucking happy because, you know, I feel like the Bearing 9 desperately needed a buff, although I feel the SMG-12 is still a bit weird to use. But who am I to judge? It was pretty fun. I mean, I get that guy right there, and now I'm just waiting for the last food to come out. You know, I was playing with Damon, Thomas, and I think Chase is also with us here. So, yeah. Pulse was camping in that room, and I'm just kind of waiting for all the other enemies to come out. And we're just kind of inspecting the whole place, making sure no one's there. Tom's checking corners, and we're finding everyone, but no one's to be seen. I'm at 3 health, and I'm surprisingly not dead. I get that guy camping in the corner, and I'm just waiting to find Melusi. Everyone stops what they're doing, because we were playing with a 5-stack, and I end up getting Melusi right there. I'm surprised how I didn't die. Like, I was 3 health, and Melusi has an MP5, but, you know, I was just kind of starstruck. So this was the clip I was talking about. As you can see, my face cam's covering most of it. But I end up getting a really fucking stupid-ass 3K right here. I used 3 different things. This was the bearing 9 before I got nerfed, and I get the knife on Lion. This was actually my first recorded ace. Not my first ace, though, but thanks to Damon for giving me this clip. This one is actually one of my favorite aces that I've seen, because it's a 1v5. Damon's kind of in a bit of a pickle here. He's getting rushed by everyone, and he's just going full, like, he's just big dick energy in this fucking bitch right now. I mean, camping behind the truck, missed a few bullets, but he got the kill. I mean, if that Jaeger magpie wasn't there, he would have been toast, and it ended up saving him, and he's just waiting for Fuse to come out. This is what I love to see, like, when people are getting aces. I mean, he's just on cams, you know, it's a 1v1 situation, do or die right here, and he ends up getting it right there. Pure big dick energy. And speaking of big dick energy, this is a Jackal ace I hit during Operation Crimson Heist, and it's one of my most favorite aces. I mean, the first ace I got with Jackal was during Operation Shifting Tides, and it was when the PDW had an ACOG. I could have used that, but I decided to use this one right here, because I just love the way this ace turned out to be. I was playing a bit of ranked with Thomas. I only play with Thomas because I get easier opponents, because Thomas kind of sucks at this game. But yeah, this one was hit on Cafe. I mean, that's kind of a thing with these ranked aces. I hit most of them on Cafe. This one right here is actually pretty funny because, you know, I'm just laying waste to all those enemies. And then I notice Kaid in that corner, and Thomas is about to plant, so I decide to rush Kaid, and someone's trying to steal my ace. I end up hip firing, and I get the ace, and it was pretty fun. I just love that gun. I honestly love the PDW-9. It's definitely one of my most favorite guns on offense. I'd definitely love to see a defender have that gun, but I feel like it'd be too overpowered. And this is a Mira ace I got right after she lost her 1.5. And honestly, I didn't really like the 1.5 on Mira. I was more of a reflex person when I used the Vector. I mean, sure, some people have different opinions, but I was just not really having it with the 1.5. Although the 1.5 could have helped me out right there. I could have gotten the guy easier if I saw I was being a little quicker. Also, Plane is a pretty fun map. I like Plane. But yeah, this one was hit, like I said, during Neon Dawn. It was actually during the Road to SI event, which is probably the most sweatiest event ever. Like, I'm not even joking when I say this. I fucking hated this year's SI. The map sucked. The whole fucking feel to it just sucked. If I were to change one thing, I'd bring back the old map. Because, let's be real, the old map was way better. And there wasn't a whole sweaty, you know, feel to it. Everyone was just, oh, let's play, it's a team, you know. It wasn't, I'm better than you, I need to show off my superiority. I mean, that could be said about most games. But yeah, I ended up getting Twitch right there, and that's the ace. And now this Yang ace was hit during Operation Neon Dawn, and it was probably one of the best aces I ever got. I mean, personally, I like Ying's gun. It's definitely one of the most underrated weapons in the game. It's very powerful and versatile. And the best part, it's an LMG. Like, who could say no to an LMG? A lot of bullets, decent damage, moderate rate of fire. I mean, come on. What? Oh, and easy recoil control. Like, this thing doesn't really have that much recoil, and it's a beast. I'm surprised no one else got this LMG, and I'd love to see Black Ice on this LMG. I think it would look nice. And now we're going to be moving on to Lesion. This Lesion clip is going to actually hurt some people, because, I mean, look at the scope. Lesion doesn't have that scope no more. Don't rush with Blitz ever in that fucking scenario, because you need to check the hatch, see if anyone's coming from above when you're playing house. This is the first house ace I got, or recording, and honestly, it was pretty fun. Because, you know, you can't really use this anymore. You can't use the 1.5 on Lesion anymore, because it actually got taken away. And ever since then, you know, I feel like nothing has changed. It's still a pretty good gun, and even when you take away a scope, it doesn't really change a gun. I mean, look at the R4C, look at Jaeger's gun, look at a lot of other guns. I mean, when sights have been replaced in Operation Shadow Legacy, it didn't change a thing. Sure, there's less pixelation, but you know what? There's nothing we can do. And speaking of broken guns, this Ella Ace was hit with the FO12, which is the most broken fucking gun in the game. And this was kind of a really wacky clutch. I think this was my first ever 1v5 clutch I got during Operation Shadow Legacy. I'm just kind of fighting for my life. And, you know, with a long barrel on a shotgun like this, it is just fucking broken. And I'm checking corners, and I lay waste to glass. And I end up getting the clutch, and chat was just going crazy. I mean, it's pretty funny. Speaking of broken guns, I'm so glad fucking Zoff got a nerf. I mean, this gun was fucking terrifying. I prefer using the Xbox 360 over it, though, but I get the clash right there. That was a pretty funny kill. And those guys ended up lining up for a collat, and I'm just holding a bunch of angles. And I get that guy right there, and then I get the ace. And now this is the only event ace I have, aside from the Tachanka ace. This one was hit during Grand Larceny. I kind of missed this event because it was a pretty fun event to play. Playing on Old Hereford with shotguns was fun, although I will say this, giving Zoff this shotgun has to be one of the biggest fucking mistakes ever. Not only is it broken, but imagine if she actually had this gun. And then, you know, I luckily get this guy right here before, you know, Big Man Sniper or Big Ace Stealer 100 gets it. And it was pretty fun. So yeah, now we're moving on to this ace right here. This was hit during a 30-minute ban. Dokkaebi was hard for me to get because she has one of the weakest kits in the game. This one was hit during Operation Crimson Heist. I actually got a 30-minute ban for blowing up someone with a Flores drone, and I was just playing out of my mind. This Virgil Ace was hit during Operation Neon Dawn. You could tell by the attachment skin. And a cool thing about this one here, this Virgil Ace, I was hitting it with the burst. If you look at the little bullets, it's on burst. I mean, it was a pretty funny ace to get, but at the same time, you know, I feel like I could actually use that gun on burst. It got a recoil nerf, but not really a big recoil nerf. It just has minimal kick now. Like, at first it was a laser, but now it's kind of like, you know, it's basically the F2. It's still manageable. And personally, I feel like they didn't really do a good job on nerfing Virgil. He's still definitely one of the top fraggers. Alec is trying his hardest to play bait here, missing his shots, but he missed shots for a good reason. He gave me the ace. I feel like Alec was intentionally missing his shots right there. And now we're moving on to Lion. This one was hit with the 417, and I'm going to say this one's probably going to be the hottest take I ever make, but I prefer the 417 over his AR. I said it. I prefer the 417 over the Vector. Why? Maybe because I have Black Ice, but I have a deep appreciation for DMRs. But yeah. Now we're moving on to Finka. I have a fuck ton of aces with Finka, but for the sake of time constraints, I'm not going to be showing them because, you know, last time I recorded this, the whole video got corrupted, and yeah. So I'll just use the quick ace right here, getting all those scrubs right there. Now we're moving on to Maestro. This one was hit during Operation Steel Wave, and it was the last clip I needed for my my fucking Mario Maestro video that I recorded. And it was honestly one of my most favorite aces to get. I was freaking the fuck out when I got it, because, you know, I had my buddy, I think my buddy was playing Clash, and he kind of like held my hand through that ace throughout most of the time. And speaking of pretty fun aces, this one was hit during a casual match. We were down 0-2. I was playing with Kyle. Me and Kyle were just, you know, casually chilling. And, you know, I was kind of tense and going through like all these enemies, Glaz and Fuse right on my tail. and I just decide to go yeet with the Pokeball, and I get Fuse. Fuse dies, and then Thatcher's out there, and I was freaking out. Kyle told me to go get some ice cream, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck yeah, Kyle, I'll get ice cream. And now we're moving on to the Maverick Ace. This Maverick Ace was hit during Operation Shifting Tides. Fun story, me, Darkwolf, Jay, and Michael just finished playing Smash Bros, and I get my buddy Draco's friend, Confetti Wop, to play with us. It's kind of a bad person to play with, but did y'all see that Doc? Like, that Sigma male energy just to go after me and completely ignore Michael. It was pretty funny. And I don't know what the fuck Jay was doing back there, but, you know, it was funny. And I was just kind of waiting for, fucking Kavira. And I end up getting Kavira through the chair, which is pretty cool. And, you know, first game on, get the ace. And I think it was pretty cool, you know? Michael's actually holding my hand through that ace, so, you know, thank you, Michael. And now we're moving on to another shield op and my least favorite op in the game, Clash. There's not a fucking operator I hate more than Clash. And unfortunately with the footage here, it's a bit corrupt, so the frame rate's going to be a bit choppy, and I do apologize for that. I feel like this one could be improved upon, but judging by the time I got this ace, I really do not want to go back and play Clash. I mean, I'm glad I got it over with, but for fuck's sake, it was just, oh god. Like, I can name you one thing better than playing Clash. Literally anything. Clash recently got a super shorty, but it's not out yet, so yeah, you can just enjoy playing Clash like a scumbag. Now we're going over here and getting an easy kill on Monty. And now we're moving on to another ace where I was recording live, but unfortunately the face cam's just in the way. I got a really sick pistol kill right there. I mean, I just whipped it out, shot Virgil in the chest, and he just fell down. Actually, I think I shot him in the thigh and I kind of crippled him. And Smoke went up on Michael, killed Michael from behind. And, you know, it's currently a very dire situation. That dumbass just blew himself up. And I get Echo right there. And I decide to pull something ballsy, shoot the air jab, throw Tachanka into the trash can, and I get the ace to clutch the game. That was definitely a really good ace. Now we're moving on to Kaid. This ace was hit during Neon Dawn, if you can tell by the seasonal skin. Definitely one of my most favorite seasonal skins, because I just like the way the gold kind of like looks cracked. It looks very old, and speaking of old, Kaid's like fucking 60 years old, so fitting. And I get Ash. Ash comes up and falls to her death. And now we're moving on to Gridlock. This was another ace hit during Shadow Legacy. I actually like this one here because, you know, this is when they released all the new sights, and Gridlock got the ACOG back on her M249 saw. Jaeger had the shotgun out, and I was just kind of confused on why Jaeger even had that to begin with when you had the 416 carbine. And Kavira's trying to get me through the door, but I'm like, fuck you, bitch, you're dead. This Mozzie ace was also hit during Operation Neon Dawn. This one I like because, I mean, I didn't hit it with the fucking P10 Roni. I actually got it with the Commando 9. Because right now the P10 Roni is the most broken gun in the game, and it's getting a recoil nerf with the next up-and-coming patch. And honestly, it's for the better because, you know, let's be real. It was more fun to use Mozzie with the Commando 9. And the Super Shorty. And with the Nitro Cell? Come on, man. And this was the first ace I got during Crystal Guard, even though I have 2 more aces with Knock. This one was hit at the beginning of Crystal Guard, literally day 1 on the new playlist with all the tweaked maps. And, I mean, it was fucking amazing. Because not only did I get probably one of the quickest aces ever, you know, I was also in game chat with a person, and, you know, my Xbox doesn't really have the best, like, recording capabilities, but you know what, it was a pretty satisfying thing to get. I felt like I can get a nade kill on Warden right here, but I end up switching back to the FMG, miss all my nades, and I'm like, you know what, fuck you, you're getting the bullets. And now we're actually going to be moving on to Warden, so may have killed him right there, but he came back in this clip that was hit during Operation Steel Wave. I think this one was actually hit towards the end of Steel Wave or towards the beginning of Shadow Legacy. And I think it was Shadow Legacy because of the sights, although... Actually, yeah, it was Shadow Legacy, because these sights weren't out in Steel Wave. I mean, that skin was, but not the sights. But anyways, now we're just going through. I get those two right there, then I get the recruit, and this up-and-coming kill right here. I get the guy, but I go downed. Luckily, I get revived by this Giga Chad right here, the real hero of the match, Virgil, and I get up, Smoke's in a bit of a gunfight, and... Now, we're going through some stuff. I get that guy right there, get the ace. I was actually pretty happy because I would always get my aces stolen. And, you know, this is around the time we kicked Big Man Sniper out of the group. This one right here was hit during Operation Shadow Legacy. Thomas gets killed right there. And rage quits. But, you know, it was a pretty fun ace to get. Because I was mainly using the SMG-11 and the Supernova, one of my favorite shotguns. Simply because I watched a fuck ton of Meaty Marley at this time, and I was just dicking around with the shotty. This is when she still had the IDA 12, and I'm sad they got rid of the IDA 12. I feel like the Gone 6 has to be the worst addition to Rainbow Six Siege. And that's not even a joke. It's literally one of the worst additions. Monty tries stealing my ace right there, and I say, fuck you, Monty. I'm gonna just shoot him right in the fucking chest. Speaking of really good aces, this one was hit when I was filming for the Goyo video. I got this with Jay, and we were just kind of having fun here, dicking around, you know, camping out on Theme Park. I'm actually kind of glad I got this while I was recording. You know, Jay kind of held my hand through this ace. You know, we're just two big dick men chilling, having fun. And get that guy right there, and then I toss a C4 to kill the IQ, and got IQ right there. And now we're fighting Zoff. I injure Zoff a bit, you know, get her down to 1, pull out the pistol, and this pistol has the best sound in the game. I mean, it sounds like you're just popping something, you know. And now we're going to be moving on to Cali, and this one was hit during Operation... I think this one was actually hit during Operation Shadow Legacy. The timing of it was, I was just thinking about doing an MLG Cali video, and I get the ace here, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? It's happening. April 20th, 2021, I'm dropping the video. And this will just kind of happen out of spite because, you know, I was just kind of waiting for the enemies to come out. This is when Callie got the SMG, or a couple months after Callie got the SMG, which is probably one of the best buffs ever, although I do miss the pistol. And now moving on to her Nighthaven counterpart, Wamai. Wamai was actually the last Nighthaven member I needed before Osa to get an ace. And I'd go through the AUG, I'd go through the other weapons that he had access to, and personally, I feel like this gun was just probably the best one. The MP5 is definitely one of my most favorite. This one I just took off the black ice I had for it because I felt like the black ice was a bit of a distraction because I have it on mute, and you know what? The event came out. Oh wait, this was Neon Dawn. Yeah, Neon Dawn. And this one was also Neon Dawn. And this one has to be one of my most favorite aces with Yana, because I got this after I got the black ice. It was towards the end of the season, and I ended up getting a lot of aces with Yana. This one being my most favorite. Simply because I have the black ice and things just kind of lined up for me. I think Kyle and Thomas were playing a different game. Yeah, they were playing Sea of Thieves. I was playing this game right here, and I was just casually waiting for Frost to come up the stairs, and I completely lay waste to Frost right here. I mean, get fucked. And now we're moving on to Oryx. I unfortunately don't have that Oryx ace I got during Operation Void Edge with the MP5. However, I do have this T5 ace right here, and it was a pretty satisfying ace to get. I mean, this gun's fucking insane. I wish Oryx got a better buff to his character, like maybe not take damage when running through walls, or probably a different secondary aside from the Bailiff. you know, that'd be a pretty good buff. Maybe switch the Bailiff with the Ida 12, or give Oryx a super shorty. I like what they're doing with the cooldown time of his Ramadash, but I don't think it's going to be much. And we're getting sidetracked here. This ace I got, it's weird. This one was hit during Operation Neon Dawn, like a fuck ton of these were. It was a 1v5 clutch, and I ended up getting it. This Melusi Ace was actually hit during Operation Shadow Legacy. This was when Melusi just got the MP5, and I felt like, you know what? She's got a really good gun. I'm gonna miss using this with Oryx, because I got the Oryx birthday camo on it. Like, this is definitely a time before I got Black Ice for the MP5, and I was just kind of like going through, killing a bunch of people with it. I mean, it's definitely a good gun. One of my most favorite guns. Definitely not because I played a lot of Modern Warfare 3 and I have bias towards certain guns. I have a bias towards the G36, the UMP, the MP5. A lot of these Modern Warfare 3 guns, I show strong bias. But yeah, this Ace, I'm like, you know what? That guy's right there. You're dead. Get out of here, Callie. And now we're moving on to Zero. I didn't get it with the F2000. I actually got it with the MP7. And I don't want to talk about that. We're just going to ignore those 10 bullets. And both Recruit and Pulse lined up right there. This one was actually hit during Neon Dawn. Although I feel like... Was it? It was either Neon Dawn or Shadow Legacy when I got this Ace. And it was a pretty satisfying Ace because, you know, I definitely love playing as Zero. And it was pretty fun to get. It was around the time Zero got the Hard Breach charge. And now we're moving on to a Rooney. And we are using the P10 Rooney, which is actually getting a nerf pretty soon. And by the time you're watching this, it may or may not have been nerfed. Because it is just the most broken gun in the game. A recoil nerf and it losing bullets is probably going to change its pick rate and bring in more opportunity for the MK14 and the Commando 9. But yeah, this is kind of a clutch Ace right here. I actually ended up getting the defuse right there, but I cut it right here for time constraints because we're moving on to Flores, the first canonically gay operator in Rainbow Six Siege. And honestly, we need some LGBT representation. I myself am bisexual and non-binary, so yeah. This one here was hit towards the end of Crimson Heist because you can see the little white outline. I actually enjoyed this one here the most because I love playing him, dude. He's definitely one of my most favorite characters to play. And everyone, like, I got a message saying, nice Ace, dude, after that. I think the Bandit sent me the message. Either the Bandit or someone on my team. And honestly, it was just amazing. And I apologize for the bitrate on this Ace right here, but I don't have a better recording for this Ace, unfortunately, because, again, I recorded this one on OBS, and it's kind of hard to tell who I'm killing, because, you know, the bitrate's just fucking awful. Although I do plan on getting a new Elgato, which will likely resolve this issue, but for the time being, I'm just kind of stuck with this. And now we're finally moving on to Osa. And this was one of the most recent Aces I hit, and probably one of my most satisfying. And for those of you who don't know, Osa is the first ever transgender operator in Rainbow Six Siege, and I think her inclusion to this game is just amazing. Definitely love to see more representation from different like communities, LGBT, indigenous tribes, you know. Yeah, Thunderbird was the first indigenous operator in Rainbow Six Siege, hailing from the northern territories of Canada. And, you know, I end up downing the Valkyrie right there, and with 3 bullets, I get the Jaeger, and that will conclude the Ace with Every Operator series. And I hope you guys enjoyed, and make sure you leave a like, subscribe, like the video, comment on what you'd like me to do next. I think I said like a few times. Also, I will be posting unlisted videos for the next operator, Thorn, which is coming out in Year 6, Season 4. But as it goes for the Montagne Ace, I may or may not be posting that. But moving forward, you're going to be seeing nothing but aces in the descriptions below. Also, go check out everyone's channel in the description below. Check out Tasman. Check out Merc Music's Quad Feed with Every Gun series, which is the main inspiration. Also, check out Bozon Bunch. She's definitely one of my favorite YouTubers and someone I kind of enjoy making videos for. You know, he's the inspiration for a lot of my Siege meme tages. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video.